Hey folks, and welcome to part 11 of Drill Dozer playthrough. In the last part, we went through Metal City and we kind of had a frustrating time there, but right now we're going to the Metal City skyline. And yeah, this stage right here is aggravating, at least to me, to say in the least. And I give my perspective on that when we eventually reach to that part. But as you can see, it kind of start off the same as in Metal City, but you're gonna notice the differences pretty soon. But anyway, folks, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine as usual. And it's been, at the time of this recording, it's been some crazy weeks. You may have noticed that with the scheduling upload. If you've been following me on Twitter, which you should follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet, MrAwesomeShawn. Um, at Twitter, so you can stay posted with the updates, because I post updates on Twitter to let you folks know how I'm doing and all that good stuff. But anyway, at the time of this recording, I currently do not have internet. So yeah, you're probably wondering, if you don't have internet, how are you uploading these videos? Well, I go to my parents' house, well, particularly my mom's house, and upload videos there whenever I can get the opportunity to. So I go to my mom's and upload for you folks. So yeah, until I get internet back on my own, which at the time of this recording I'll have it back within a few weeks, since I'm starting a new job up, so I'll be able to pretty much post daily or almost daily, like I usually been have doing for you folks. So you'll see that within the upcoming few weeks, probably particularly sometime in August at the time of this recording anyway. So I hope you folks are looking forward to that. But yeah, we're dealing with these old ladies again. They are still looking for a diamond, and the only reason that they're looking for a diamond is not only to get their youthful appearance back, but they want to conquer the world with it. Fighting these old ladies can be confusing at first, but what you have to do is wait until they drop all the bombs from the little magnet rat thing, and leech onto the magnet. And with that, just be careful, move out of their way, and because if you get hit, it kind of resets the little phase that they're going through. So just be careful, and each time that you drill into them, the wall moves closer, so it gets harder and harder for you to avoid getting hit by them when you eventually drill into them. So just be careful, do some planning, timing, even though this is kind of unpredictable, but you can kind of get out the way in time if you just know what to do. And I believe this is the last hit in order to defeat these old ladies, so you can pretty much get that propeller that they're hoisting themselves onto. So with that, you have barely enough. See, I had barely enough room to move out of the way there as she did that. So just if you can easily dodge it, get out the way in time. But yeah, but that one I kind of get. See, this with right here, this battle right here is a little annoying, because of the limited space this time around. So if you be careful and kind of like hug a corner if you can, then you'll be alright. And that's with all the phases. So with that, these old ladies are defeated, and with that, they drop their propeller. And with this propeller, we're going to the sky, folks. And this part is going to be annoying. Oh man, ugh. But anyway, yeah, the propeller control is weird. Oh man, how can I explain this? Okay, so when you're in the sky, or when you're trying to propel, you have to shift, okay, to get yourself even off the ground. But so far we only have two shifts, so with that we can only stay in the air for a limited amount of time, and it's annoying when you first starting off. So when you get your third gear, you'll be okay, but starting off with this, and the controls aren't exactly, it's not good when you're in your propel form like this, and that's why I do not like this stage at all because of this. So yeah, it's not a good time. It's really not. I don't even know why they decided to add this, but Good thing is you'll be able to easily spot enough chips so you can go ahead and upgrade yourself if you want to, because chips are all over the place here, folks. So I say this place is a good chip grinding, but here we go. We got the third gear, and even with the third gear, this place is still kind of hard to navigate. I do not, and I can't stress this enough, I do not like the controls of this thing, folks. So yeah, but that's all the pretty much complaining I'm gonna do about this, so I don't want to spend too much time on complaining about it. So, see, when you're just drilling and getting to third gear, it's kind of okay, but it's still kind of hard to control. But just be careful of enemies, because they can knock you back down to first gear, as I just previously demonstrated there. But I'm trying to go for as much chips and gears as I can, because like I stated before, oh, you dickhead, as I mentioned before, that kind of stuff is important to have on deck, folks. So try to grab as many as you can visibly see, and you'll be alright as far as like upgrading, because you get like titanium drills and stuff like that when you upgrade it. But yeah, he just explaining that we're up really high. It's like no shit. We're up really high. But this part right here was frustrating. All you have to do is go through these two rails, and it wasn't like, it felt like the propeller was just getting stuck on the metal part. So I'm like, come on, come on. But eventually I got past that. But yeah, it's gonna be many through tight spaces that pretty much have to get through. But you know, if you're a master expert at drilling this on your first try, kudos, man, because you did it way better than I dreamed of. As you can see, I'm having a hard time even staying in the air, and I pretty much recover health and losing it as just quickly as I freaking recovered it. So yeah, it's a mess and a half, but you know, if you're good on your first try controlling this thing, man, you a god tier status. But anyway, we have two boss fights. Well, I consider it to be two boss fights within this stage, and I'll be showing that off, obviously. So you're gonna get the full 4-2 area 4-2 on this one, folks. So I hope you are looking forward to it. As for the bosses, man, they are, well, one is particularly harder than the other, and you're gonna notice that, but they're both just equally annoying to me. As far as like, it's not the the most annoying boss in the game. No, 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 no. When we get to that, I'm gonna rip that one a new one, cause that boss is just, it made me rage quit, folks. Not the boss on this stage, obviously, but when we get to the boss that I'm talking about, that what made me rage quit the first time, because this this playthrough, as I mentioned before, is like 2 years in the making. It really is. But because of the frustrating boss that I have encountered in Area 5, yeah, that's why this has been delayed. This was supposed to have been up since 2 years ago. Ever since since the beginning of this channel, really, I just wanted to get this game out of the way, for you folks can watch and enjoy. But you know, I'm kind of glad that it did kind of postpone, because man, when I look at the early footage of me just trying to, oh yeah, for that, remember, we need an upgrade in order to get break these sort of boxes. But anyway, yeah, in the beginning, man, I sounded so weird. Like, oh man, listening back to that just kind of pains me. But that's with everybody first starting off, man. I don't know what the hell, what kind of issue I was going on with when I first started off. Man, it was like constant, it sounded like mumbling to me. I don't know what was going on, but it's like I didn't want to do it, to put it in better terms. But you know what? I'm all good. I'm glad because I've been wanting to do commentary, because commentary seems like either post or live. That just seems like whoever's doing it, and these things right here, I mentioned these before, these things are annoying as hell. They relentlessly attack you until you get out of their sight, as far as like them targeting you or whatnot. But yeah, it seems like who's ever commentary or doing the commentary, and there's two of these things. Jeez, get out of my face. But anyway, yeah, it seems like who's ever commentary or whatnot, they always seem like they're having fun when they do it, and I just wanted to do it because it seemed like everybody was whoever did it had fun doing it, and I just wanted to pretty much follow by example. As you folks know, I got my inspiration from the Super Gaming Brothers, and some call me Johnny. Seems like he always having fun with his crew there, so I just decided to, you know what, I can do this. It looks like he's having simple enough fun, but I think I can do this as well. So I pretty much looked online, see what the equipment I needed in order to do this stuff, and you know what, I did it. This channel was supposed to start in like 2015, 2014, but I didn't have the funds or anything, and I was just being lazy at that time too. So yeah, this boss right here. Oh man, this boss right here has 3 phases, folks. And this, I would consider this to be the third most annoying boss within the game here. And I'll pretty much go on my tangent of what kind of got me started and whatnot. But you see this? Yeah, these clouds block your vision. And there are some things here, they're like air puffers or whatever. That's gonna kind of obscure your vision of what you need to do, and I'm failing miserably on what I need to do because, um, accident or not, like you even landing on the spikes is gonna hurt you regardless. But yeah, those things right there, those puffer things, yeah, they mess you up. They are the ones that obscuring your vision and whatnot, and kind of giving you like a force knockback. But if you just continue to pressure on, all you have to do is just hit this thing in the middle, and oh man, yeah, these things are annoying. But yeah, you just drill into this enough times, as you can see the meters going down. You drill that enough times, and the second phase is going to start. So here we go with the second phase. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult to get around to. The third phase is a pain in the ass, and you're gonna kind of see why, so excuse my French with that. But yeah, this is kind of frustrating too, but nothing can compare to the last part where we had to play freaking hot potato, and I'm not even getting into that. You heard enough of that in my ranting on the last part. But just in case, folks, if you want to know what I'm talking about, go check out part 10. I pretty much explained with the boss there, so have at it. Watch me kind of semi-rage through that, and yeah, just have a good time laughing at my rage. You jerks. Just kidding. Yeah, but this is the third phase. It's simple enough, but it's the most annoying because what you have to do is you have to stop while you're in mid-air. You can charge, you can shift while you're in mid-air, so that's the good thing. So all you have to do is pretty much to stay mobile like this, or stay still. Basically, you're holding L and R at the same time, and that's going to keep you kind of adrift. But you have these things that's shocking you, and you get hit by that once, and you're going all the way down. So that's what makes the third part more the most annoying part of this little boss battle right here. It's just these shock things, and because you can't go just straight up. Like, you might get lucky, and it happened to me a couple of times where I could just go straight up, but man, these things right here, they're just annoying, folks. It really is. It's too many. I don't know what the developers was thinking when they decided to do that, but at least you don't have to worry about spikes that much. You just have to worry about mowing through these things as quickly as you can before they shock you and send you back to pretty much the beginning. So yeah, drilling into this part is gonna take some time, and the thing is, if you die, and this is the most annoying part with this, if you die anywhere during this boss battle, you have to start over, all the way over. Yep, folks, if you die, you have to start over. So yeah, try not to do that. Like I stated before, you can buy some health upgrades that'll actually help you out too. But yeah, that sucks. Like, I hate boss battles that do that. Any boss battles, really. Like, if you die at that point, don't get a checkpoint. You just have to start over from the beginning of the phase, especially if they have multiple phases that you have to start over, and that kind of sucks. But this guy's almost pretty much through. This last little bit of hit right there, and bam, there we go. And you would think that the fight is over after this. You know, you could get your celebrations in and get your celebrations ready. You see the fireworks going off right there, which is really just explosions. But you would think that this fight is over. Uh-uh. We still got, it's not really a phase, I would call it, but this fight, this fight continues, and it's just going on for far too long, as you can see. So yeah, it's more to this fight as we know it. It really is. But at least this phase isn't as bad as the the previous phase boss or whatever we just went through. I consider this as the second boss, so at least this boss isn't as bad as the first boss, except for the only thing you gotta watch out with this boss is the omega beams of death that it shoots out, and the occasional falling rocks. But that's not, you could easily avoid those. And as you can see, I'm kind of bouncing around here. Yeah, you don't really need to, as far as like, you don't really need to stay in the air as much. So yeah, those beams that he shoot out, I haven't figured out to this day a way to effectively dodge that. I mean, I guess if you move out the way quick enough, you can kind of, dodge the mega beams, yeah, like that, but it kind of follows you for a distance. So yeah, so if there's like a clear strategy on that, I'd like to see that in the comments. But I'm fine fighting it the way I'm fighting it now, even though it's not much. But the invisibility frames kind of saved me a little bit from that, so I don't have to worry as much when fighting this guy. And as you can see, he's moving a bit faster. Eventually when you get a boss down to more than half health, they start going berserk. And that's with like any old school games that comes in mind. So yeah, they get faster, their attacks get more frantic, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's usually like that. So this thing is going berserk, shooting out more beams and stuff like that. So that's it. Kind of a close call, but you know what? Another explosion is on deck. So yeah, we are done with the bosses in this stage. So yeah, stage or areas as they call it in this game. Area 4 is all clear. There's our diamond right there. Come on, just grab it. It's in your hands now. So don't mess this one up this time. But yeah, seemingly we got our diamond back. So yeah, we finally got our diamond back. So nothing could possibly go wrong or slow us down now. So let's go ahead and pretty much hop in our van and recoup. So in case you haven't noticed, folks, that van right there that we just hopped onto, that wasn't our van. Yeah, she hopped on the wrong van, and yeah, she's pretty much just getting knocked out right there. She got tricked. So yeah, folks, we are incarcerated for yeah, so the next part is gonna turn out to be a little weird, but yeah, that's not good indeed. But if you want to find out what happened to Jill, stay tuned to the next part, folks. So until then, you folks take care and have a good one.